Hello friends, welcome to Golden Angel Tarot. For this reading, I'm going to talk about Saturn in Aries. So, as you know, Saturn entered Aries in May, and it will continue until August 31st in Aries. In September, it will retrograde back into Pisces for a final review of unfinished business. And after February 13th, 2026, until April 12th, 2028, Saturn will continue in Aries. When we talk about Saturn, this is the ruler of the zodiac signs Capricorn and Aquarius. Capricorn restricts mostly on the career work topics, and Aquarius looks for expansion more in the community or collective area. So for Saturn is the discipline, your frustrations, your karma. Saturn creates delays based on where the planet is located or which house it is located, and teaches you lessons. So we are expected to learn things from this, again according to the house and the planets that we possess in our natal chart. And if you fulfill your responsibilities, if you discipline yourself and learn the lessons in the according house or according sign, zodiac sign, then if Saturn decides you have learned your lessons, it will bring its permanent reward. So once you learn the lesson will not repeat itself. If you don't know your natal chart, of course you'll be listening according to your sun sign, maybe your rising. So basically I would suggest listening to your sun sign, rising and moon sign. But if you know your natal chart, whichever house is getting the transit, you can also listen to that reading too. So I'm going to pull these oracle cards beforehand in the name of saving time. Then I will pull tarot cards to learn the lessons, the prize, the blockages. So let's start. Quick reminder before we start: if you like the readings, don't forget to hit the like button. I will be happily welcoming you to my soul tribe. And if you'd like to listen to follow more readings from Golden Angel Tarot, you can consider subscribing. So thank you in advance. Hello Capricorn. So in order to save time, I pulled cards before. Now let's check your reading. So first card we have here is number 35, Ascending Door, and number 10, Capricorn. Yay, you have your own card. So here you see Capricorn is actually half goat, half sea creature. You know, like you see this merman kind of tail. So Capricorns are actually quite deeply connected with their intuition, because like again, half sea creature, half goat is, so you can reach up, climb up the mountains, and you can also reach deep down the sea, the ocean of your inner wisdom. So number 10 and 35 might mean something to you. For the ascending door is our ascending sign is our way, our gate to outer world, how we look, how we see. So usually Capricorns are quite goal-oriented people. They don't seem emotional, but actually they are quite emotional. But they are more focused on how they look on the outside, how they are perceived in the society. So here I get is, like reach your target, reach your goals. And this also has this like piercing, going through like a laser vision, going through the sun, like also gives me this reach for your goal thing. So the first thing I get here is concentrate on your goals. I mean, it's not likely to see a Capricorn without plans, but if you feel like you don't have a goal, you don't have purpose, somehow you feel restricted and pointless, meaningless, you are invited to tap your best light Capricorn visions, Capricorn approach. And also Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, so we might say you are kind of lucky because you are already resilient and quite strong people. Bottom of the deck is Cancer. Dive deep. You see this moon here. So Cancer and Capricorn is also the opposite signs. Number 4, stability, groundedness might mean something to you. Again, with this ascending card 3 and 5, communication, expansion, and transition or transformation through experience, and total is 8, so getting in power, how you look, how you act when you have the power, or diving deep into your, because Capricorns most of the time they'd like to look emotionless, or even if they don't do it on purpose. You have this hard shell, but what I get here is with the opposing zodiac sign, like on wheel, they're on the opposing sides. So I think there's a need to balance because Cancer is water sign, about emotions. Capricorn is the earth sign, more grounded. So ground and emotions, material and spiritual, like there is a need to balance or merge two aspects together, is the kind of feeling I have. The energy I feel is you will be learning to balance these things or merge these things to a more useful, better way. And great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. Since we talked about Cancer and tapping into emotions, I'm assuming again, instead of being too focused on material things, you are invited to discover your more spiritual, more higher self, tap into the ocean, that intuition, that wisdom. And I see this birds. Birds mean good news, also spiritual lessons, spiritual guidance, and like Tree of Life is here. So these messages maybe are coming from the divine, or you will be learning from divine how to navigate. You'll be guided. And here we have again guardian angel. You are not alone. So like I said, here we have the bird here, the feather here. Feather is also a business card of angels, they say sometimes. So messages from the divine. And what I get here is, the sun, our eco self, or how we look outside. Moon, our intuition or our inner self, and wisdom, all-seeing eye. So Holy Trinity, you'll be expanding if you allow this divine guidance, this spirituality, if you tap into your spirituality and actually manage to utilize these messages, these aspects, these intuitions, I think you will maneuver more easily during this transit. Bottom of the deck is Wise One. So grow within your current situation. So this gives me this idea of the crown, you know, this the maiden, the witch, the crown. I think, if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. So maiden is the most naive, the beginner, the witch is somehow in the middle, almost there to grasp the power, learn the skills. The wise one is the one with the experience, the wisdom, and this crow, raven, also talks about divine guidance, spiritual wisdom, but death and rebirth energy. So here I have again the moon, the owl is the wisdom. See, we have these feathers, and see white and black feathers. So again, like this energy I get with two aspects coming together, or this person learning from the duality, like both sides, or they have managed to merge two sides, or you are invited to merge two sides together. Also, I have this water sign here. This is a color blue. So this wise person surrounded with this blue water effect, the intuition, the ocean, the wisdom surrounded by them. If they tap and merge these aspects, I think you will grow in your current situation. And if you have some restriction, I think you will be guided through it, or there are some spiritual, more higher lessons that needs to be taken here. So these two cards are Divine Feminine, Magnetic, Receptive Power. So number 7 is the holy number, lucky number. So again, the first thing I realize is blood moon here. So blood moon was on March 2025. It might have triggered something, or it might have initiated some things that you becoming magnetic, receiving, and this gives me this energy of all things, you know, like career, money-wise. Abundance can mean a lot of things. It could be good friends, it could be joyous times, feeling peaceful, tranquil, feeling like, for Capricorns, they like this tangible things. So it might mean having a comfortable home, owning material things that makes you feel comfortable. So blood moon might mean something else. I see this the peak point of the eclipse, and the sun is about to come out and like shine its light upon, you know. So like you're in the verge of receiving something big and divine. And I see in your hand this hummingbird. It looks like a hummingbird to me. So hummingbirds talking about the nectar of life, the sweet juice of life. I think you'll be entering a beautiful time. And again, here we see this hawk here. So hawk talks about higher wisdom, the soul seeing from the bigger picture, bigger perspective. And this also talks about, I think this was the goddess Isis. So this could also mean, so this hand, like it feels like equal give and take. So you'll be taking the nectar and also sharing it, like healing the ground, because like there's ground here, the soil here maybe, and you'll be equally giving and taking. And so you will be keen to share your abundance with other people also. And also this could mean maybe some female might enter your life, divine feminine, if you may. This could be a relationship, or this could be a friend or close one, or some partner. It doesn't have to be romantic. So the first impression I get is that. And also this yellow moon, again following your intuition, is following this spiritual wisdom. Number 23 is shamanic journey, purpose, attunement, vision quest. So in shamanism, this white horse means the soul, the ether. So you going to like shamanic journey is again a spiritual one, more on the intuitive side. Again, we see this moon. Also, we still have this feather effect here. She has this headpiece with feathers. This could mean like getting downloads from angels, from divine, or you already have this wisdom provided to you by the divine, and you are moving fast forward. Like also this gives, you know, like the tarot, the the chariot cards is also talks about victory, moving full force. So you will be, maybe if you feel like again without a goal or something deep, I think you are invited to dig deep into your spiritual side and find something, because again Capricorn is about tapping into the wisdom, the collective wisdom, the emotions, the spiritual part, and making it into something grounded, tangible. So the holy union of earth and water. So bottom of the deck here is 11. Also this looks like an 11 to me. Like I said, equal give and take energy is a lot, and also balancing with again Cancer and Capricorn effect here. So opening hearts, deep connections, water, blessings. So this person, this figure, she's holding a shell in her hands, seashell. So, and she's reaching out like, here, all these opportunities are here for you. And this water could mean the ocean of wisdom. It could actually mean your intuition, or literal ocean or water side. Maybe you'll be traveling to a place near a body of water, or maybe travel there, or maybe you might find some spiritual practices. You're drawn to some places near the water. So again, she has this crown chakra lighten up with divine guidance and opening her heart. She's holding her heart. The seashell is in her heart. So maybe with seashell and ocean, so your wisdom that is coming from the heart space might be a beautiful guidance for you during this time. Here we have the Queen. So again, divine feminine, taking being magnetic, being able to receive. Here also, like, see this yellow moon and yellow moon. So this is coming from like solar plexus, our ego self, how we look to the outside world, our confidence. So this feminine is ready to here we have the lotus. Lotus is about healing powers, purification. This is being rooted with the root chakra and color red. Gives me this again, like these two cards are quite similar to me. See, like the blood moon red and the yellows. So again, there's this gem ruby here, maybe coming from a passionate perspective, or your passions will lead you to receive healing. And also this like merging, like I said, two parts merging here, again with these two parts merging, or two parts in balance. snake is also about wisdom and cure. It doesn't always have to be about the venom. You know, in 𝐂𝐀𝐏𝐑𝐈𝐂𝐻𝐑𝐿 wand and a lot of spiritual symbolism, snake is also the spiritual part of ourselves. So hand in hand, merging together with the spiritual self, allowing you to heal. And this card is also number 11. Like, see, it is bottom of the deck was 11. This is also 11. So 11, 11s, 1s, 1, 1, 1 could be the synchronicities you see or you will see. And let me put this here. So I think you are ready to receive, to heal your confidence, bring something, maybe something that is hidden in the roots will be visible, like this door, this ascending, you know. You will manage to bring something out. And this card is the village. So 41, 4 is about stability, 1 is about initiation. So I see these circles here. This card usually talks about being in the same pattern, being stuck in our circles. Also, like this mountain might mean obstacles for you or in the way of you shining bright. And this pink, hint of pink, is like if you find new ways instead of being stuck in a stubborn way, more being receptive and collaborate with people, you might be able to change the old cycles and bring something new to the world. And the mountain, 33. So 11s, 33s might be your synchronicity because double numbers are more important, let's say, in numerology. And this is again a mountain, but this is not the white mountain, maybe like a spiritual journey again with the Capricorn. It's the goat. Goats can go up and down easily. They like climbing up. They like to see like tangible change. But when you're in an easy terrain, like a straight land, they might feel uncomfortable because they don't see like going up or down. Any kind of change might feel like they're stuck. But here you can climb the mountain, which is most of the Capricorns, because you are hardworking, you don't shy away from the tough aspects of life. So again, maybe instead of climbing up, finding the tough way, you can go through the mountain. And like there's this again glowing yellow thing. Maybe you will, during this spiritual journey, you will find the core, the gem, the ruby, the passionate thing that you want to start and actualize in real world. And also, again, I see these greens, heart chakra, a lot of heart healing, purples. So your heart and your intuition combined together will be the best results. And bottom of the deck is the warrior. It's not surprise. Also we see again the snake here, the serpent, the snake here, the snake here. So also death, rebirth cards. We talked about raven being born again and again. So again with the skull, the third eye is the gem. Once you realize your intuition, I think you will have the courage to bring some color to your life, because sometimes for Capricorns some things are black and some things are white, you know, like you don't like being in between. You like certain boundaries, certain things to be specific. So if you manage to like shed your skin open yourself to healing, see this gem of your intuition, your third eye. I think it will be more colorful. You'll be able to enjoy life more. Since it's Saturn, let's talk about the blockage, frustration, or delays. So what could be the blockage, frustration, delay for Capricorns? Three of Wands. So Three of Wands talks about expansion, making plans, tangible plans. So again, what I felt is if you feel pointless, without a goal, or if you can't see your solid plans turning into reality, maybe you might have blockages about the way you think or plan, or maybe you are trying to reach the point with one big leap, but you are invited to take small steps. And I'm so sorry, but I forgot this one. So again, this is one of your cards with this open connections card, her holding a seashell here. I don't know if you can see it. Here she is also holding a seashell, and here again I see this looks like a crow to me. So again, the energies are so parallel. Dark crow, white crow. Wow friends, wow. I mean, black and white feather, black and white feather, and black and white crow. And white crows are rare. Albino animals are rare. So this is instead of focusing on the shadow aspects or like negative aspects of things, with the wisdom, with the rebirth, being born with a pure intention, more pure intention. Yes, she has her earrings are seashells, the moon here, and she's wearing a green colored cloak. So green again, heart space and intuition, and she's holding it close to her heart again. So amazing parallel energies. Let go of outcomes. You will be released from the burden you carry. So yes, Capricorns wake up in the morning and they make a 10-year plan. But life is not about plans. Sometimes things may not go as you plan. So instead of sticking to plans, like the card here, instead of like I planned this, I'm gonna do this, sometimes plans might change, but don't let it disappoint you or move you away from your goal, because you will succeed. And Ace of Wands. Again, this person holds this potential, but eyes are closed, don't see this. So this is a potential to this is about our vitality. So I'm gonna say also about your body, your health, your diet maybe. So tangible things, to start a passionate thing that makes you happy. You have this potential, but you might not see that potential yet, or it might be in an earlier stage and you don't see how it comes to life, or is it going to be fruitful. So let go of outcomes might mean that instead of focusing on the results, try to enjoy the journey. 10 of Pentacles. Again, 10 of Pentacles talks about legacy, building things that are solid, but see, these people are all eyes are closed. So two people dancing with the intention of having fun, and they think everything is going well, but they are blind to some truths. Or maybe this might talk about our family, our relatives. Maybe you do this dance, like you try to entertain them, you try to be helpful, but somehow you are not appreciated. You might feel like you are not appreciated, is the energy I got now. 3 of Cups. Three of Cups talks about having fun, enjoying yourself, celebrations. So maybe because you are overworking or focused on this work aspect of life, maybe you don't allow yourself to have fun. And also this gave me the feeling of like maybe for the blockage they might be, you know, like gossip going around, some things that might annoy you somehow, and you might not want to be around people during this time. This could be your blockage. And King of Swords. So this person, eyes closed, in the hand looks like Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is breakthrough or clarity or some information. And Two of Swords talks about stagnation. So what I get here is the lack of clarity or breakthrough, the lack of movement might feel like your heart is broken or frustrated, because it feels like Three of Swords energy now. So approaching things from all logic, because again you are invited to dive deep, implement the Cancer energy. So if you are too logical, if you approach too logical, you might not able to fulfill what you want to do. Or if you're gonna collaborate with people, maybe you might feel like too strict. And Four of Wands. Four of Wands talks about stability, family. You might have problems with your family in your household or with your stability. Again, you might think that people don't understand you and you might feel misunderstood. So again, instead of expectations and instead of focusing on people, focusing on your spiritual part and your own growth might be beneficial. And again, Ace of Swords. So here, this person, eyes closed, and butterflies here, because their eyes are closed, they don't see the change, the butterflies, the beautiful outcome change will bring. And also this crown, like an authority. So lack of clarity from an authority might be a blockage for you. Maybe people might not be telling you the whole truth, is what I get. And this is the last cards. Okay, 2 cards want to come. Two of Cups. So these two people, this talks about partnerships, give and take. Again, one effect, and also we have another 2 here. So again, with balance, you might want to be balanced with your personal relations and emotions, but maybe you are approaching this from a different point of view, or you are blind to the facts. And also this talks about balancing things, 2 things. Usually it's work life and personal life, or it can be any 2 things. Again, eyes closed. So maybe you find it hard to balance things out in your life. So 2s, 3s, take my, again, 11 is important. And 4 of Swords. So 4 of Swords talks about resting, contemplating things, but this person, like, these thoughts are hanging on top of their head and they don't seem like they're comfortable. They seem like they are, this looks like a 9 of Swords card to me, like they look full of anxiety. They try to rest, but the thoughts keep spinning, turning in their head. So maybe your blockage could be like working, exhausting yourself instead of getting things in a more lighter, more emotional aspects. And how can you alchemize and transform these blockages? How can you transform these blockages? Temperance. So Temperance might mean balancing things out. Again, see here the yellows and reds we talked about. I see the same yellow and reds here. Sorry. So the red bird something that is ready to fly, rooted, coming from a grounded place and with confidence. It is ready to bloom with confidence. So Temperance talks about being balanced, being approaching all aspects from a more grounded, calm way, and also talks about guidance from angels. So again, it is also quite synchron, quite parallel. And this wants to come out, Wheel of Fortune. So again, here we see these are actually like birds. You see this smoke and birds coming out. So I think if you believe in fate, in fortune, in the divine, because the Wheel of Fortune talks about things that we cannot control. It is usually the system somehow makes us feel things, live through things. And again, 333, here we see 3 of them. 3 might mean something here, or 3 incidents might get you ready to, like this bird getting out of egg kind of energy, but this is like a ghost, like a smoke. So this hawk energy again talks about wisdom, a spiritual aspect. So let the things that come through life change you and elevate you. Alright, let's take this one. The Devil. So the Devil is also ruled by Saturn and Capricorn energy. So again, here I see these 2 balanced things. So one is blooming, one is like a hot pepper, burns your mouth. So maybe find balance between like sweet and bitter, good or bad kind of thing. The lack of balance might be the problem. And like this orange color gives me the again sacral chakra energy with the passion. So with your passion, try to see things in a balanced way and approach in a balanced way. And also Devil talks about addictions. So if you have some addictions, try to work through them or to find a soul satisfaction. Don't turn onto wise bad habits. The Tower. So this Tower talks about some strong structure will be demolishing and building a more solid structure instead. And this could be your perception too. So maybe after this things that come with the fortune, Wheel of Fortune and divine guidance, you might have these things. The Tower also talks about that rebirth, and here we talked about this crow, that rebirth energy. So here you look like stabbed with a piece of wood, but also there's another piece of wood that can be the support. So what stings now might be your support later. So what I get is here the things that you live here that annoys you, that frustrates you, will be your support, will be the thing that make you grow within your situation. So allow the destruction. It might look like a destruction now, but later you'll see the silver lining, the positive sides. King of Swords. So we talked about, again here, King of Swords. So instead of working the shadow side of King of Swords, because King of Swords is overly logical, sometimes a little authoritative, sometimes they are obsessed with control. So instead of working that side, work on the lighter side of the archetypes. So see here, this gives me this energy like it's a tree ring, but also like a wheel of fortune thing, and the mushrooms are growing here, blue, like healed ocean color. Dragonfly talks about change. Again, we see the sacral, we talked about sacral chakra, the passions, the butterflies, the passionate changes are on its way. So try to see that from that point of view instead of being harsh to people, being rude to people when you're frustrated. Again, see here this green, this is a cocoon, but it also looks like a gem to me. So coming from heart space, you can make people listen to you as a king of swords instead of criticizing and trying to control things all the time. And Four of Pentacles. So Four of Pentacles, again, 4 is stability. Be grounded. You like this. Four of Pentacles talks about having material things, gaining, building your abundance, tangible things. And see, there's this diamond here. So this is a good thing. You will be the things you build here will help you accumulate material abundance. It could be good health, it could be good investment. You might have a beautiful house, a beautiful car on the ocean side. Maybe we talked about this open connections, open your heart cards. So you'll be able to bring these things, invest in those, is what I got somehow. And Judgment. So again, Judgment, number 22, again, 2s. So Judgment talks about big awakening. So again, if you let the divine, your intuition guide you, these greens here and purple flowers. It looks like a snowflower, if I'm not mistaken. If you know the other names, please feel free to share in the comments. Snowflowers rise from the snow, like harsh conditions, but they have this beautiful white glowing petals. And here this looks like a coffin to me. So on the background it might look like a death, like an unattainable situation or dead end. You will rise up from the situations if you allow your guidance, your heart space, your emotions, and divine lead you. And the Fool. So the Fool talks about potentials number 0. It is everything and nothing. So everything comes from nothing, nothing comes from everything. So be in this mindset, be ready to learn. This looks like, again, moon to me, but it might also look like a white pearl. And now it looked like me, like a bird, like heron maybe. Herons also talk about good fortune, luck, like eye of the heron. This is the beak. And oranges, again, coming from the sacral, passionate place. And fox is a clever animal. They are smart, they can plan ahead, they are practical. So you are invited to approach life with a practical point of view and with fresh eyes, and believe that these mushrooms, and it looks like they're, and like see, like this tower card, this piece of branch also here, like stuck between these layers. So let life lead you and support you. You'll be supported and you'll be growing day by day. We talked about baby steps instead of a big leap. Strategize, plan, reach your goal. We talked about it. And there's a white moth here. So moth is attracted to light. So this will bring light somehow. The thing that you sow in the ground will grow up to be something tangible, and it will be attracting things or people. And last card is the Emperor, number 4. Again, be stable. Don't be shy about being stable, but instead of again, here we see the moon again. So instead of being controlling and being maybe in a bullying manner, because Emperor is controlling sometimes, and they have this ego. So instead of being egotistical, maybe seeing people from like looking down on people point of view, instead of that, be in control in every part of your life. The Emperor is in control. They are organized, they are planned. It is natural for Capricorns being organized, planning things, but maybe during this transit you might feel like you don't have the control, you don't have plans, you don't have anything to contribute to. This is your suggestion. And the Sun. So Sun is a beautiful card, one of the most beautiful cards, number 19, 1 and 9. So 1 is initiation, 9 is releasing, 22s again, being in balance, being in harmony. And again, see these colors, red, yellow, here again red, yellow, and here again red and yellow. So really this aspect is like this deep-rooted thing will, whatever you're going to create is going to shine. It will show itself to the outer world after this period, this 2.5-year period. You will build something from the ground, like we talked about the Tower, and we talked about the Fool, and here with the Fool, like a skyscraper, you know, a story 1, story 2, story 3, story, like one by one you will be reaching to this beautiful structure, whatever it is, whatever it may be for you. So with this being said, I want to believe that everything is going to be amazing. Be positive. I'd like an advice card for you. So what is the advice for the Capricorn? Okay, this wants to come out. Woohoo! So this is the card of abundance. Here she is holding this big ball filled with yellow balls. You can also think this like these yellows. So abundance is on your way. During this period, you'll be lucky. You'll be given luck, abundance, whatever that means for you. The color of this card is green, coming from the heart space and nature, being groundedness. Element is earth, like the Capricorn. Again, growing seeds kind of energy. The planet is Venus. Abundance, love, beauty is coming to your world, and you will have unexpected lucky times. You are not alone. You are guarded. You are guided. You are ready to take this abundance. And again, for love life, we talked about there might be a feminine entering your life. It might be a new relation with a feminine. So for the love life, it is a positive time, or you might start a new relation or move forward with your existing relationships, romantic or non-romantic. With your health will again build up, it will get better. And for your career, you will have new opportunities. Just try to grasp them without being obsessive and controlling. So this was your guidance, and love and peace. Bye, friends.